Mayor, there we go. Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for January 18th, 2024, to order at 7 o'clock p.m. On roll call, we have Council members Dennis. Here. Fasolo.
Here.
Golobeck.
Here.
Pellegrin.
Here.
Troisi.
Here.
Council President Sheridan.
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing out there? All right, good. We have a nice night lined up besides our normal doing business, town business. We have, as you can see, a huge contingency of firefighters here, and we will be swearing them in and their new chief. But first, I would like to have everybody please rise for prayer and flag salute. O God, our Father, we ask you to bless our meeting, which we entrust to your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our hearts and implant therein a keen sense of justice and a greater love for you and our neighbors. Guide us in our deliberations so that our decisions will always please you and bring your peace and happiness to our community. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God and country. Love those words. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now therefore be advised that the meeting requirements of this meeting have been met by publishing a special meeting notice in the Record and Herald News and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and also by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on January 6, 2024, and published on January 10th, 2024. Ms. Morris?
Yes, first on the agenda, we have approval of minutes. We have July 6, 2023 work session, July 6, 2023 executive session, July 20th, 2023 regular meeting, July 20th, 2023 executive session, August 3rd, 2023 special executive session, August 3rd, 2023 work session, August 3rd, 2023 executive session.
Motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, on roll call, we have council members Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golobeck,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, we have the installation of our fire department officers. The first batch we have are our lieutenants. We have Stephen Garcia from Company 2, Eric Vidal, Company 3, Justin Hunter, Company 4, to be sworn in by Mayor Robert Coletti alongside Fire Commissioner Terry Sheridan. If those three lieutenants can please come forward to be sworn in at this time.
That's all that's here. Oh, all right. My son, my mother, father, my wife.
I
I, Steve Garcia,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
lieutenant
lieutenant
according
according
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Terry. Sign them all later. Here's your fireman right here.
At this time, we will have our fire captains, Stephen Kolchak, Company 1, Alessandro Calabrese, Company 2, Matthew Perez, Company 3, Samantha Shavesta, Company 4. If you could please come forward to be sworn in by Mayor Coletti alongside Fire Commissioner Teresa Sheridan.
Anybody else? Right hand to the heel. How are you? Oh, Mom. You here? Just repeat after me. You say after I say I. So you can put your name and everything else. Okay? You all good? I
I, Samantha Shavasta,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
and to the government
established
established
in the United
in
States
the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of captain.
captain. Very good. They kind of knew that. See that? We're not even finished and they got close. According to the best
According to the best
of my ability,
of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, we're going to have our battalion chiefs. We have Tyler Lewinsky, 2nd Battalion Chief, and Mike Jones, 1st Battalion Chief.
Family members too, please.
If you could please come forward to be sworn in by Mayor Coletti and Fire Commissioner Councilwoman Sheridan.
Would everyone please rise for the honor guard?
Are they twins?
You can have a seat.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Battalion Chief according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. We want to thank the twins too, right?
Please rise while the honor guard leaves the room to get the next. Remain standing while they re-enter the room, please.
At this time, we would like Assistant Chief Gregory Thompson to please come forward to be sworn in by Mayor Coletti alongside Fire Commissioner Councilwoman Sheridan.
You may be seated.
Okay, guys? Over here. Let's get somebody else on the other side. Thank you. Nice and easy. All right? I'm gonna have fun. All right? I
Greg Thompson,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same and to the governments
to the governments
established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will
and I will
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Assistant Chief
Assistant Chief
according to
according to
the best of my abilities,
best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Yeah, we'll take it back.
Yeah, I'll take the Bible. Might want to stand up.
Thank you.
Great. Sign this? Please rise while the honor guard leaves the room to get the chief.
At this time, we will have Chief Edward Majewski to come forward to be sworn in by Mayor Coletti alongside Fire Commissioner Councilwoman Sheridan. You may be seated.
Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
we usually get on the chair for these.
I see a ladder.
We need a 10-foot ladder on this one.
Yeah.
Enjoy this moment. I
I, Edward Majewski,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
and will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
and to the government
established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform
perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Chief.
Fire
Fire Chief. Okay, good. Fire Chief. According
according
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Chesapeake Mills. Of course. Should I stay out?
Yeah. All right. Wants to sit down?
Yeah.
Oh, Mayor, Mayor. Sit down. Please stand while the honor guard looks at the police officer that's going to be sworn in. Bill. You can, please be seated.
At this time, we have two standalone resolutions. The first standalone resolution is Resolution R-54-24, and through you, Mayor, I will be reading this resolution by title only, authorizing the hiring of entry-level police officer Bryant Sobchak. At this time, we will ask everyone, I need a motion.
May I have a motion on the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Dennis. Yes. Fasolo.
Yes.
Golovic.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Choisy.
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now, at this time, I will ask everybody to please rise as we welcome in Brian Sobchak, who's being escorted in by the Elmwood Park Honor Guard. At this time, Brian Sobchak will be sworn in by Mayor Coletti alongside Police Commissioner Councilwoman Pellegrin. If his family can please join him on the dais. You may be seated.
So, Brian said in his interview, other than his police aspirations, he likes to fix things. So we told him there'd be plenty of things around the police department that he could fix on his off hours. I
I, Brian Sobchak,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
and the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
police officer,
police officer,
according
according
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. So Brian, this is Brian's fiance. Maybe now they can get married, right? Yeah, let's get a picture. can I go finish? Oh, no, we got to do yours first. Council comments. After the council comments. This goes first. Okay.
Will everyone please rise while the colors leave the room, and thank you to the honor guard for coming in to do this for us. We really appreciate it. Please be seated.
Okay. Our next standalone resolution is Resolution R-55-24, Resolution appointing municipal clerk. Whereas NJSA 48:9-133 requires that every municipality have a municipal clerk appointed for a 3-year term by the governing body. And whereas the vacancy exists in the municipal clerk's position currently being filled by an acting clerk, and whereas the borough's acting clerk, Shanae Morris, has obtained the requisite registered municipal clerk certificate for appointment as municipal clerk.
May I have?
And where,
I'm sorry.
It's pretty long, sorry. And whereas the governing body desires to appoint Shanae Morris as municipal clerk for a 3-year term as governed by law, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the borough of Elmwood Park in the county of Bergen, state of New Jersey as follows. Number 1, Shanae Morris is hereby appointed to the position of municipal clerk of the borough of Elmwood Park for a 3-year term commencing Friday, January 19, 2024. 2, Shanae Morris, as municipal clerk, shall perform all the duties of the municipal clerk as imposed by applicable laws, regulations, and ordinances. 3, compensation for the position of municipal clerk during this term shall be $82,400, retroactive to October 11, 2023, with an intent to increase her compensation to $93,000 effective January 1st, 2025, subject to amendment of the borough's applicable salary ordinance permitting the same before that date.
May I have a motion on the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Fasolo, second by Pellegrin. On roll call, we have council members Dennis,
Shanae, congratulations on getting your certificate for registered clerk. I know it was a long road for you, but I'm very proud of you. I'm sure you're going to do very well in your position, but I'm voting no on this resolution. I do not agree with the compensation.
okay, thank you. Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Abstain.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, Shanae Morris will go forward with her family to be sworn in by Mayor Coletti.
Before we do that, though, can we have council comments on the evening's event?
Let's swear her in.
first.
She's got to become the clerk, no?
Yes.
After. Okay, okay, yeah, go ahead. All right. We're going to change things around a little bit.
Shanae's family, please come forward.
Mayor, are you going to swear me in? Are you going to swear me in?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me first start with a little story that goes behind this. This young lady started out as a part-time worker, then as an assistant deputy clerk, then deputy clerk, and she worked very diligently to get her certificate, and here we are, a little time later with a success story. So I commend you on, and we had many discussions about this, about never giving up and keep pursuing. And if you do that, you're going to achieve your goals. Which nice and slow. You want to tell them who your names are? What's your name? Marla? Maya. And? Mia? Okay. Two M's, right? M&M. Okay. There you go. I do solemnly swear
That's what I'm going to say no to.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of municipal clerk, according to the best of my ability. So help me God. We'll get a picture with the whole council, if they will. Mike? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the council and some comments on this evening's events. We'll start off with Mrs. Dennis at the end.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to congratulate all of our fire department officers on your promotions. Congratulations. Continue doing great work for our community, and I just wish you guys a safe career in your new positions. To our newly appointed officer, we got a chance to speak with you, and I thank you for choosing Elmwood Park. I know you're excited to serve the community in which you live in with your family, and I wish you a lot of success in your new career. And again, Shanae, congratulations. Wishing you much success. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Fasolo.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to congratulate all of the newly installed officers tonight. Thank you for your countless efforts in keeping our residents, countless hours of dedication to keeping our residents safe, and thank you to your families who support your service. May you always stay safe and God bless. Congratulations to Officer Sobczak. In his interview, Officer Sobczak showed a true commitment and passion to our community, so I'm wishing you a long and successful career here in Elmwood Park. Also, congratulations to our clerk, Ms. Morris. We have watched you grow in your role, and I'm looking forward to your continued success here in Elmwood Park. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Golubek.
Thank you, Mayor. It's nice to see so many familiar faces here tonight. I'd like to start off by congratulating our clerk, Ms. Morris, on her appointment, and wish you all the best as the permanent municipal clerk for the borough. Wish you all the best. To our new officer, Officer Sobczak, welcome to the police department. I've done my fair share of interviews over the years, and genuine, doesn't come out of, you don't get that feeling from many people, but that certainly emanated from you, which was great. And I have another personal point of pride, because as a fellow Polish American, and in a town where there's over 2,000 Polish Americans, Mr. Sobczak is our 5th Polish-speaking officer, and that means something to me, and I know to our community. And so I'm very proud of that, and I just want to finish with something that I always say, that being a police officer is a rewarding career. It's also a lucrative career in a sense. So please serve every day with integrity, every single day, because one bad case of judgment, and that's the next time we see you. So, you never want to do that. So I wish you all the best. In terms of the fire department, I think we've done a lot of good progress with the fire department in the last couple of years. I wish the new fire commissioner luck in continuing that progress. We installed a lot of very highly qualified officers. I'd like to wish Chief Ed Mierzejewski all the very best. The chief is the chief is the chief. He has my support. I believe he has the support of this entire council, and that's the way we're going to operate into the new year. Supporting our leadership of all our departments and making sure that we keep moving the borough forward. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Pellegrin?
Yes, congratulations to all of our newly appointed fire department officers. Wishing you much success in your new roles. Thank you for all your continued service to our community. May God bless you all and always keep you safe. Congratulations to Officer Bryan. May you have a long, safe, and successful career here in Elmwood Park. Wishing you all the best. Welcome to our team. And to Shanae, congratulations on your appointment to municipal clerk. It's now official. No more acting clerk on the agendas. I'm so very happy for you. I wish you a long and successful career here in our community. Enjoy this special moment. You worked very hard for it. And on a personal note, we've cried together, we've prayed together, we've laughed together. And I'm so happy for this moment for you and your family. It's very well deserved, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you. Progress.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Troisi.
First, I'd like to extend my congratulations to the newly installed chiefs and officers of the fire department. Your dedication, commitment, and expertise have earned you the trust and confidence of your fellow firefighters and the community. Today, we celebrate your well-deserved promotions. I'd like to congratulate Officer Bryan. Oops. I'm confident. Sorry. It's got messed up.
That's those smartphones.
Yeah. I'd like to congratulate Officer Bryan Sobczak. I'm confident you will serve our community with integrity and professionalism. We're grateful for your willingness to serve, and we have full confidence in your abilities. Congratulations, and I wish you well. Shanae, congratulations on passing your clerk certification and your official appointment tonight. I wish you the best, and I hope you have a wonderful career here in Elmwood Park. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council President Sheridan.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the fire department. All the officers, congratulations, stay safe. So the police officer, God bless. Let's hope you have a long career in our town. Welcome. If you have any problems, I'm sure the chief will take care of it without a doubt. Shanae, congratulations, you finally made it, and I'm happy for you, and much success for the next 3 years. Good luck. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Brian, where are you? Over there? Okay. I just have one thing to say to you. I'm going to make it short and sweet. Yak Shumash. Welcome. To our clerk, short and sweet, our clerk. Welcome. The fire department, as you could see, they come out in force here this evening. There's not enough we can say or thank them for what they do each and every day for us. They're all volunteers. There's no money to speak of here involved. They're all doing it out of the base of their heart. And this establishment's been around a long time. From what I understand, Company One, and correct me somebody if I'm wrong, it's 110 years? Company One has been in existence? Well, I got to be close. I know we're over a century. And think about that. The coordination and the effort to keep that efficiency each and every year for over 100 years in this town. Sometimes we take it for granted, and it should not be the case. What do you say? A nice round of applause for this fire department? To the chiefs, battalion chief, and the chief, we're there for you. 100%. Safety of your organization is number one with us. We make sure that you have the finest equipment available, and we're there on other situations, and I'm sure you'll get to realize the importance of our BA here, who is spontaneous. You'll be able to reach him day or night. Me, only during the day. Maybe at night. All right. Thank you very much. I'm so glad we had so many people here tonight. It's really good to have an ordinance. We're going to take a short break so some pictures can be taken, and you can stick around if you want. If not, whatever. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor, I'd like to reestablish a quorum for the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for January 18th, 2024. On roll call, we have council members Dennis. Here. Fasolo.
Here.
Quillabek.
Here.
Pellegrin. Here. Troisi. Here. Council President Sheridan.
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have reestablished a quorum. Next on the agenda, we have ordinances on first reading. We have Resolution R-56-24, introduced ordinance number 24-01 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to establish the Water Department of the Borough of Elmwood Park, Bergen County, New Jersey, to fix the rates and prices to be charged for the use of water and establish rules and regulations for the distribution, supply, use, and protection of said water and penalties for the violation of certain said rules and regulations, be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, February 15th, 2024, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the borough clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Foligno, would you be so kind to break this down for us?
Mayor, the CFO recommended we increase the rates for water as our rate increased for the borough.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Dennis.
Yes.
Fasolo.
Yes.
Quillabek.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Troisi.
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-57-24, introduced ordinance number 24-02 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending section 7-8.3, temporary parking prohibition for snow plowing and removal, and 7-13.1, parking prohibited at all times on certain streets to permit additional parking on Chestnut Street. Be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, February 15th, 2024, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the borough clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Thank you. Mr. Foligno, please.
Yes, Mayor. Chestnut Street, the dead-end portion, a resident called to complain about a spot that was no parking. We had the traffic division evaluated along with the DPW, and they felt that it was reasonable to relieve that no parking there for, it's basically one parking space to give an additional spot to the residents. So that's what you have before you.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution R-58-24, introduced ordinance number 24-03 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending and supplementing ordinance 21-15 entitled, an ordinance to fix the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, for the year 2023 regarding revised compensation in the clerk's office, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, February 15th, 2024, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Foligno, once again, please.
Mayor, I'm going to have Mr. Tebow speak on this.
Mayor, the ordinance will add the deputy municipal clerk to the salary ordinance, and will also expand the range salary for the registered municipal clerk.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
No.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golombek,
Abstain.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-59-24, introduced ordinance number 24-04 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending and supplementing ordinance 21-15 entitled, an ordinance to fix the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, for the year 2023 regarding revised compensation, in the clerk's office. Sorry, I read the wrong title. Regarding revised minimum hourly wage.
Mr. Foligno, one more time. Keeping you
Mr.
busy.
Tebow is going to handle this.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I got it.
yeah,
Mayor,
sorry.
so this ordinance amends the salary ordinance as relates to part-time employees to meet the New Jersey minimum wage requirements for 2024.
So Artie, what does this mean? That we are actually complying with the minimum wage?
Yeah, you're increasing the starting rate to $15.25. Minimum wage in New Jersey today is $15.13. So we're increasing that starting salary to meet the New Jersey minimum wage requirement.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Golombek. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. For our consent agenda, we have Resolution R-60-23, approval of payroll, R-61-24, R-60-24, approval of payroll, R-61-24, approval of bills list, R-62-24, authorized retirement compensation, Police Department, R-63-24, resolution to change monetary amount, Recreation Department, R-64-24, appointment of Recreation Department staff for the 2023-2024 school year aftercare program, R-65-24, resolution appointing hearing officer, R-66-24, authorized current estimate number 6, change orders number 1 and 2, FY 2021 NJDOT Mola Boulevard improvements, R-67-24, award proposal for professional services, Mercury Environmental, R-68-24, grantee authorizing resolution, Bergen County Open Space, R-69-24, authorize execution of contract with Bergen County Department of Health Services, EAP. R-70-24, appoint full-time laborer, Department of Public Works. R-71-24, appoint crossing guards for the 2023-2024 school year, Police Department. R-72-24, approve the 2023 Fire Department clothing allowance. R-73-24, approve Elmwood Park Fire Department stipend program, fourth quarter compensation. R-74-24, resolution to adopt rules of procedure. R-75-24, rescind appointment resolution. R-76-24, rescind appointment resolution. R-77-24, appointment of firefighter. R-78-24, transfer of firefighter. R-79-24, revision to appointment of Verta LLC to conduct personnel investigations in the fire department. R-80-24, appointment of risk manager, professional insurance associates. R-81-24, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
May I have a motion on the consent agenda?
So moved.
We need a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Did she make a mistake there? No. Okay. Well, you are the second, though, right? Yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
On R-6424, did anybody come up with the list that I mentioned last week?
Oh, be careful. Shield.
What's the question? Could you repeat it?
The list, that I asked for last week for the rec center on everybody that they hired for after-school program?
Do we have an answer for her on that request? Mike, do we have a,
I don't recall that, was that asked for me to look into?
60, what's the resolution that your agenda?
6424,
What is it?
6424.
6424, appointment of recreation department staff
Yes.
for the 23 and 24. Okay, and your request once again, please?
I requested a list of after-school employees.
Okay. Obviously, we don't have that.
No.
And Shanae, can we get that list for her?
Yes.
Any other discussion?
Would you like to table that, Council President?
Yes, please.
I'll motion to table that, 64-24.
Second.
Thank you.
Do we take a roll call on that, or is it all roll call? Okay.
Yes.
Call the roll, please.
Resolution R-64-24, appointment of Recreation Department staff for the 2023-2024 school year after care program has been tabled. Motion by Councilman Golubek, second by Councilwoman Troisi. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
No, I think this leaves our Recreation Department short-staffed until the next time we meet.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
No.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution R-64-24 has been removed from the consent agenda and is tabled.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I need to call the roll for the remainder of the consent agenda. It was motioned by Councilman Pellegrin, second by Councilwoman Dennis. On roll call, we have Council Members Dennis,
No to R-80-24, yes to the rest.
Fasolo,
No to R-8024, yes to the rest.
Golubek,
No to 8024, yes to the rest.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
I'm gonna abstain from R-72-24, R-73-24, and R-79-24. Yes to everything else.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, Council President Sheridan?
Yes.
Okay, so Resolution R-80-24 has a split vote. Mayor, it is to you to make the deciding vote on Resolution R-80-24, appointment of risk manager, professional insurance associates.
I want to understand exactly what we're doing here.
Okay.
What is the issue with this, this situation? R 7424, is that correct?
No.
80.
Oh, 8024, the Insurance Associates. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Motion carries. Next, we have departmental reports. We have the Board of Health meeting minutes from December 11th, 2023, Library Board meeting minutes from November 20th, 2023, Recreation Advisory Board meeting minutes from November 13th, 2023, and Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting minutes from November 20th, 2023.
Motion on the, to accept the departmental reports. Any discussion? Call the roll. All in favor?
Aye.
Departmental reports have been accepted. At this time, Mayor, I'm going to turn the meeting over to you for council reports.
Okay, we'll start with Mrs. Dennis again, to the far left.
Thank you, Mayor, for staying in order.
That is a privilege to go first.
I know, when you mix it up, I get all confused.
It's like not so much a privilege when you come down the line like this, but you're second in any case.
Well, congratulations again to all the newly installed fire department officers, also to Shanae on her appointment as registered clerk of Elmwood Park. Congratulations again to our new appointed officer, I cannot say his last name, Sobchak. Well, wishing him well. I just have two things, Mayor. One, I have a concern about the approval of minutes portion, that we're approving minutes back from July and August. I would like to see the council catch up to date with these minutes, hopefully from all of last year, so we can focus on what's happening this year. And then also earlier today, I voted no to R-55-24, which was the appointment of Shanae. And I just wanted to clarify that the compensation listed on the ordinance or on the resolution does not reflect the importance of the role, as a borough cannot operate without a borough clerk. And this makes our borough clerk the lowest paid department head in our borough. For the amount of years she's been with the borough and the amount of education required to hold this position, I think the proposed salary is actually insulting, and I did not support the resolution for that. But that does not mean that I don't support Shanae in her endeavors and in her career. Shanae, I wish you a long, happy, successful career. I really do, and this is no way against you. I just believe that you should be compensated properly. With that, Mayor, progress.
Thank you, Councilman Fasolo.
Progress, Mayor.
I like that. Mr. Golombek.
Progress, Mayor.
Councilwoman Pellegrin.
Yes, a couple things. Board of Health update, they had their reorganization meeting on January 8th. The 2024 officers are President John DiMarzio, Vice President Lucia Incheri, Treasurer Jeanette Randazzo, Board of Health Secretary and Local Registrar Shanae Morris, Deputy Registrars Angela Fava. Their next meeting will be held February 12th at 7 p.m., and the public's always welcome to attend. My police update. Yesterday, our police department spoke at our senior center, educating our seniors about elderly scams. They were informed on the most current scams, so they are able to protect themselves and not become a victim. Also, on January 24th at 7 p.m., and Councilwoman Sheridan will go into this a little more. They will be speaking at the homeowners meeting also about scams. I want to thank our Elmwood Park PD for educating our residents to help keep everybody safe. And that's it. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Troisi.
Now it's on. Okay, for the rec, the two STEM programs that they're running, they had the first class and it went really well. They are almost closed for registration for their Crafty Cats. That's the 6-week arts and crafts class. They're almost at capacity. Basketball program is going well. The next rec board meeting is on the 23rd. Board of Ed, nothing new there. Really, the next meeting is also January 23rd, so I have a conflict there. And then I met earlier today with Roy Rigatano. I met with him this morning, and he reviewed the current state of the borough's financial health with me. So I have a better understanding of that now. And other than that, progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council President Sheridan?
Thank you, Mayor. As Councilwoman Pellegrin mentioned, January 24th at 7 o'clock, the homeowners are going to have a night on how not to get scammed. It's over at the senior center. It's at 7 o'clock. All is welcome. And I just want to give a special great job out to our DPW for the snowstorm Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday on a holiday weekend. I mean, they did a great job as far as the ice and snow and everything went. And I just want to say to Scott and his staff, good job. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Yeah, it seemed there weren't too many complaints that came in, and we handled the problem. And that was a very strange type of a freezing. We had snow about an inch or two, and then it started to rain, and we're salting in between and plowing in between, and then that froze. Very difficult to navigate through, and they did a good job. I had the opportunity, I believe it was last Saturday night, we were at the installation for the firemen, and I believe Pam Troisi, Sheridan, and Pellegrin were there along with myself. It was a good moment. The food was good, and it was a great night for the fire department, and this topped it off here this evening when we swore those officers in. And yesterday, I had the opportunity to go along with the police department, and they were at the senior center. And what they were doing there was they were advising the seniors on how not to get scammed. And our police chief was there with a great personal story that was very gripping, and I think it worked very well. And they're gonna be doing something for the February 14th. So everybody here is going to be notified to come naturally, and it's a good thing. And you know, the other strange thing about that day was that the turnout with that storm and the remnants on the ground, those seniors got into that facility. It didn't hold them back, you know, and that was good to see. All right, with that, I'm going to close the proceedings here.
Mayor, hi.
Yes.
Before you close it, I just kind of wanted to go back for a second. I know that we tabled a resolution in regards to a recreation employee, but I just wanted to let the council know that this employee has already started working, and my concern is if this employee is going to be able to be compensated.
That they're not going to be compensated?
If you pull the resolution, is that going to affect their compensation?
Let's see, Artie, you have anything?
I have a question. Why do we have employees starting before their position is even approved? Why is that happening?
This is a practice. I don't have a motion. This is a practice that's always been done. We never had to wait for the resolution to be approved. It's just the way that we've always done it. So if the employee's already started working, is this going to affect their compensation?
It's common in situations where there's no anticipated controversy. We only have 2 meetings a month. There's only 1 public session. That's the only time action can be taken. So quite often, the need arises, the person starts, and the resolution gets backdated. We didn't anticipate a problem here, and now we have one. So.
And as we discussed, this employee was being hired because we have staff that's out on leave, and this employee was going to help fill that void.
So is this position temporary?
It's not a temporary position.
You got to turn your mics on, people.
Our mics are not working. My keeps going
Yours
on and
not
off.
working?
My mic is going on and off, so thank you for letting me use yours. It's not a temporary position. We can get the list over to Council President Sheridan so she can see all the employees. But this particular employee was hired because we are short-staffed.
Thank you.
Okay.
No issues, Mayor. If you're going to allow the person to work, you're going to have to pay them.
Okay.
So, and then you can, at the next meeting, address the resolution and backdate it to the date that the employee started.
Okay.
Okay? If it doesn't pass the next time, then we have a different, you still have to make a payment, but we'll have a different situation.
Okay?
Thank you.
Everybody's kind of satisfied? Yep. All right, moving along. I'm going to open the floor to the public. Is there any objections? I will open the floor to the public. Any objections? No? Moving along. Anyone from the public here to speak on any issue whatsoever? I did.
I motion to open to the public.
Thank you.
I slow move it? What are we doing?
What'd you do, fall? Mike, turn your mic on.
You can hear me?
Now I could. There you go.
All right. First off, before I start anything, I just want to say congratulations to the newly elected, re-elected council members, and to Shanae for getting her certification. Congratulations all. I'd like to ask the council if they would consider something in town, a moratorium on two-family homes, with a new construction or taking one family and turning it into a two. With all of these homes, on my block alone, I have 12 two-families, one illegal two-family, one illegal three-family, okay? With that, there's no parking on the street. All these two-families, according to borough ordinance, have to supply off-street parking for 2 vehicles per unit. They don't supply parking to any of their tenants. They're all on the street. I checked borough ordinances, state regulations. Nothing says that there's anything that has to have so much space between a driveway apron and the car. So they parked within an inch of everybody's driveway apron, and it's almost impossible to get out of your driveway without getting into an accident. These homes are going up like crazy. You go up 2 blocks from my house, it looks like an office building. Right off the corner of the boulevard on Phillip, there's one that looks like an office building and another one going up on the other side of the street, which is going to look like an office building. They don't fit the cosmetics of Elmwood Park. We're getting so many of them, we're becoming a city, not a borough. Before long, we're going to be a metropolis. With all these two families coming in, brings more students. More students affects the infrastructure of the school system. The schools have to build, they have to find property to build on, and who pays for that? The people in town that are doing things on the up and up. There's got to be some stopping of this. The one house on my block, it's registered with the county as a one-family. It was advertised and sold as a two-family because there's an illegal kitchen on the 2nd floor. How did that house get a CO? Doesn't the building inspector know what's in his town? Doesn't he have this paperwork? They got a CO, the people are in there. The house next door to me, I've been fighting that one 30 years with the illegal apartment in the basement. When the new owners took it over, I watched them rip the ceiling down, rewire the house, put all new plumbing. I called. Nobody stopped them. I contacted one council member privately. A cease and desist was issued. 2 days later, they had the permit. However, according to borough ordinance, they were supposed to take the wall open so you could see if the electric was done right. It was never done. There's so many violations on that block. And I'm sure there's just as many throughout the rest of the town. Can't we consider something like that?
Well, Mike, let me say this. As far as if you live in a two-family zone, there's no way you can be prohibited from having a two-family house.
Well, I remember years ago, there was a ordinance, it was probably tabled, that if you wanted to do a two-family, it's supposed to be 75 frontage, 100 deep.
Correct.
They're doing them on 50 by 100 still. That one never passed. Can't we do something like that to
Well-
make sure they have enough property?
Well,
Mayor, if I may, that passed, but one thing we can never do is take away the zoning board's power. Anybody on any 50 by 100, 25 by 100 can come before the zoning board, and if they gobble together the votes through the presentation,
But if it's 75 by 100 right now, okay? New construction, I could see 75 by 100. But homes that have been torn down and being rebuilt, like there's one on Phillip right off the boulevard, it burned down. Took the house down completely, was condemned. It's now considered new construction. Shouldn't that be 75 by 100? It's on
still-
50 by
it's-
100.
It still has to be 75 by 100. What's happening, though, is that in some cases, that the zoning board is giving variances and allowing them to build on less than 75 by 100.
Right.
That's the problem. And that's where, if there's going to be any dislike of that, that's where it should be vented, at the zoning board.
Okay. What about the parking situations? None of these people give their tenants parking. It's 2 vehicles per unit. It's in the borough ordinance. I got it right here.
Yep, yep. It's a
That's not
problem.
enforced, which would take me right back to Mr. Nestori, resident parking permits. He was an advocate for that for years. That would take some of the out-of-towners or the illegals, illegal apartments, get rid of them if they have to register the car.
Well, we've, over the years, we've discussed it, and Mike, could you give us some of the negatives on the aspect that he's bringing forth?
As far as resident parking stickers?
Sticker parking, yeah.
We did a survey on this of other towns that have it, and they all said it's a nightmare to manage. You need more staff. You get, the people that think they want it end up getting tickets because they have guests, they have company, they forget to move a car, they don't have a sticker, and you get an influx of people complaining that now they got a ticket for an ordinance that they wanted. So it's too difficult of a situation to manage. There's a huge cost associated with it. And I personally don't think it's a good idea, and I don't recommend it, and that's based on research that I have done.
How about some sort of ordinance that would put maybe 2 to 3 feet away from a driveway apron so people can cut their wheels to get out
Well,
of
that
the
should be
driveway?
in place.
Well, no, there's
We don't
no
have them.
parking as it is, so you're going to take spaces away. Where are we going to put the cars?
In the driveway where they belong, with 2
But there's,
vehicles per
my
unit.
neighbor has 8 cars, a 2-family house. You know where they park? On my side. It's just something we got to deal with. You're not going to fix that. You're not going to solve that. You're not going to get rid of cars. You're not going to reduce parking in town. It's just something we have to deal with. It's not going anywhere.
You would have, you're not going to eliminate it, but you would have fewer vehicles on the street if the owners of the 2 families allowed their tenants to park on the property where they're supposed to. The house next door to me is owned by a company, some company in Paramus, all right? It's just an investment property. They have the 2-family with that illegal apartment still in the basement. I was always told, bring in concrete proof. I brought it in 3 years ago, it's still there. I have a client of mine that's a Passaic County judge. I showed him everything. He said, those people should have been out a long time ago. He said, I don't see why the town can't get them out of there. Okay? It's in the Waste Watchers Handbook. The mayor and council is actively seeking that and taking care of it.
Well, Mike, and
Reprint the handbook.
Mike, we've talked about this, and we're well aware of the situation there, but we have to be able to prove it. That's the problem.
I gave you the realtor's listing for an apartment for $1,200 a month. Who's going to rent someplace for $1,200 a month if you don't have cooking facilities? You got to take out everything. The pictures I showed have a kitchen in it. It's got a bedroom. It's got a bathroom. Everything that constitutes living quarters by borough ordinance or state ordinance. And we're only in a 2-family zone.
Well, if that's the case, then when our officers go there, why are they not seeing what you're saying?
Steve Coaches filed a complaint on him, the fire inspector, 3 years ago,
Mike,
and it still hasn't gone anywhere.
does this happen to be 10, Philip?
Yes.
Okay. Chief, this was the one that I had seen the Facebook ad on that you had checked out. Didn't you say it was a legal 3-family? That's what you came back with?
I'm not sure if we're talking about the same property. The one that Mr. Bufus is referencing, our building department's been there, our fire official's been there. It's not what you think you know, it's what you can prove, like the mayor said. And our professionals don't feel like they could prove a case against that. And that's what we're stuck with. People have rights. We can't just walk into someone's home and call for an inspection at any time.
According to the borough code, you can. According to a borough ordinance, you can.
All right, well, our professionals disagree with you, and
Well, then somebody better rewrite the ordinance, because I got it in black and white that says you can go in,
you can't.
which came right off the borough website.
Okay. I think you're misinterpreting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had I had one of my clients who's a Passaic County judge read them, and he told me what I'm doing is right. What I have to say is right. That's why I came here, because I had to do my homework first. Plus, because there's nobody living in that house that owns it, in the 36 years living in that house, I now have the worst people in that house. Your department is at the first floor, what, 6, 7 times a week? Plus, the people on the first floor now, when they throw their garbage out, they open up the bathroom window and drop it to the garbage can and hope it hits. That's going to breed rodents and whatnot.
Do you report that?
Did I report that? Yes.
To who?
To the police department.
You reported that to the police department?
Yes. I probably should have reported it to the health department. But if they misses the garbage, what's there? You got that out there. You got people claiming that they see coyotes in town. I haven't seen one yet, but that's going to attract them. That's going to attract river rats.
No, we don't want that, Mike, so that,
I mean, this is disgusting, this house. Ever since there's nobody living in that house that owns it, it's gotten worse.
legally, do you think that we wouldn't want to alleviate ourselves of this problem if legally we could?
Legally, wouldn't the town want all the fines they could collect on it?
If it's finable.
It is.
I mean, you've come here often, and we're not closing our ears to you. We react, but and I forget what the last email was from the fire chief there, not the chief, but it was something that he had to wait on in order to get in. See, what they do is, and I'm sure you're aware of it, they're smart enough to do whatever they have to do so that when the officer does come in, it doesn't appear like it's an additional apartment.
Yeah, they're streetwise. They don't have book smarts, they're streetwise. There's only 2 meters on the house, so they link the basement apartment with the first floor.
Yeah.
So long as there's 2 meters, it looks like a 2-family house.
Yeah,
I could do that too.
yeah. Now, we want them as bad as you do, Mike, but we got to do it within the law, otherwise it gets thrown out of court. And then they can sue for damages.
So then what do? We wait till this house goes on fire because the house was wired
No,
illegally?
no, let's get in,
And
Mike,
they may
can-
not have had certified or licensed electricians doing this?
No.
Now, I don't care about the plumbing, because if it breaks, they flood themselves. But if the wiring is bad, I'm living right next door to that.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's concerning. Mike, can we get an update on what's going on in this situation?
I'm not sure what the complaint is. Illegal electrical work, is that what you're
Well,
saying?
the electrical work was done without a permit.
How do you know that?
That was 3 years ago.
How do you know that?
Because I was in that apartment before the house was sold. They used that fluorescent.
So
light.
you're gonna say that you know there was no permits pulled for that electrical work?
Yeah, because there
We
was
can
no
put your
permit in
name
the
to that?
window. Yes.
Okay, we'll investigate.
There was no permit, 10. There was no, 10 Philip, there was no permit in the window while the electrical work was done. It wasn't until I called a council person on my own that a cease and desist was issued. 2 days later, there was a permit. I did. They didn't do anything.
And you know that for sure?
I know that for sure.
They did nothing.
They did nothing. And I know when I did my addition,
Guarantee you're wrong, but I'll look into it.
I'll take that guarantee, because I know when I did my addition, they broke my chops. The electrical inspector took his clipboard, went like this, and made the electrician move the box an eighth of an inch.
We'll investigate it. No permits, no electrical.
Right. And that was 3 years ago, a little more than 3 years ago, maybe 3.5. Touching on the Sunoco station. How we doing with getting all those vehicles out? He's still got them. He's got construction equipment in there. He got rid of some, brought more in, and now a friend of mine told me he's selling used cars. Does he have a used car dealer's license?
Again, you know this for a fact. You have fact and evidence?
My buddy needed a car. His car was non-repairable. He says, I got cars out here. You want to buy one?
And we'll have to investigate.
You know, there's a ton of cars there with no plates. So with no plates, that's an easy way to look for them, right?
Repair shop, all right?
Repair shops don't have cars with plates on it. You bring your car to the repair shop, you got a plate on it, don't you?
Not all the time.
Why not?
Somebody could have a car that you're making assumptions.
If it's sitting there for 3 months,
That you want.
well, what about the construction equipment that's still sitting there?
Action doesn't get taken on an assumption. Action gets taken on a fact.
Okay, what about all the construction equipment that's still sitting there that he never got rid of?
I know the building department is actively working with them.
He had 30 days, and that was 30 days, and that was 6 months ago. And that same piece of equipment is still sitting in the same spot.
I'll see what they're doing.
You know, I'm trying to light a fire under somebody's butt because you know what? I'm getting tired of me having to do the right thing and other people getting away with whatever they want.
Our department's doing an outstanding job, and they got a lot on their plate, and they're doing the best with the short staffs that they have. So, doing a little bit of it.
Okay. Just one suggestion. I know they did a good job with the snow this time, but usually when the snow is even higher, maybe somebody can go back the following day where cars were parked on the right side where they should, which is the north side of the street. Go back with a plow, push that snow away, because when it's there, you got two-way streets. You got to try and get over that hump to let somebody else get through.
It's the next day, though, the cars will be parked on that side, correct?
Well, everybody parks on the north side. There's no parking on the south side.
Right.
All right, so the south side they clean whenever there's no car there. But everything is on the north side. People shovel themselves out. So
Right.
now you got that ridge where they were.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
clean that up so that they can park closer to the curb again. And when you got two cars going over, somebody's not trying to battle that ridge to make room.
The coordination is very difficult, Mike, because what happens there, people will leave their car on the legal side of the
Right.
street, and to send the plows out there and in and out, doesn't make any sense.
It's just a thought, trying to make more room for people.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, Michael. Anyone else care to speak?
Douglas DiMatteo, I'm just here as a school board official. Half day tomorrow for school, and all the activities tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night are canceled. So I just figured I would
Oh,
point out there.
all right.
Just got the alert, so.
So everything's tomorrow?
Half day tomorrow, and then all the activities are at night.
What are they expecting? How many inches, do you know?
Didn't say. Everybody's a
4
little
to
different.
6?
Everybody's a little different, but half day and no activities after school.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Anyone else care to speak? My buddy Kenny. All right, Kenny, give it to us.
Okay, Chief.
Your
got a
name,
question.
name and address
Oh,
first.
Kenneth Arabia, 31 Mulberry Street. Chief, I got a question. If we 1 hour parking, do you supposed to check what people park there for 1 hour? There's a sign for 1 hour parking.
So we don't routinely drive around and mark tires for 1 hour parking unless we get a complaint. Because there's a lot of timed parking in town, but
But
we
I'm
don't,
just
we
saying
don't,
to
we
you-
don't proactively address it, right?
I'm just saying to you, that is an old sign, it's been there for years, and nobody, it was there because it was a haircut place around the bend, around the block from Locust Street,
Where are you talking about?
Locust Street,
So the sign is on Locust?
yes. And that barber's never there anymore, and now nobody.
So you don't think it should be there anymore?
Right.
All right, we'll take a look at it. What,
That's
about
it.
what address?
34 Locust Street. Right in front of it is like a tree. Right in front of, after the tree. It's before the tree is right there. And that sign there. Now I just want to ask you, do we need that sign there? Because it's been like that for years.
We'll take a look at it.
All right, that's one question. Hey, Mayor, why we bought another salt truck? Why we did that? Because we had one big one before, and I don't know what happened to it, but now we got a new one.
Yeah, I think the old one was giving us problems, typical of something that gets old like us. When we get
Ah.
older, we
Because
develop...
I seen the front is white, and it used to be green, the front
Yeah.
of the truck. And that's why I know it was a new truck. And I said, that's strange, because I know we just bought that truck not long ago, the town did.
Yeah, well,
And I said, I can't believe it broke down already.
well, I'm not sure. I'd have to investigate.
Because it was like maybe we bought it about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then now we bought another one?
I'm not quite sure, but I could
It
say...
is, Mayor, I seen it. I'm not lying to you. I seen it in front of my house. He passed my house and I saw him. And it's a big, same one like we had. And it was the only one thing that was different was green in the front, and this one had white
Okay.
at front.
Well, I'll check into it, and I'll be glad to give you a report
And
on it.
another thing to ask you, I have a 14th thing to ask you. We need the kids back to clean the streets. The streets are like a mess. The kids did it when they did it, it was good. But now the kids are not doing no more?
You're talking about the resident assistance program?
Yes.
In the mic.
They did the last, no, they did 30 homes.
No, I'm not talking about snow, I'm talking about garbage.
Oh, garbage.
Right.
They do a cleanup usually twice a year, Kenny, in the
yeah?
spring and fall.
But we need it again because it was, after December, everything looked like a junkyard. In the whole Market Street, it looked like a junkyard. I mean, I'm walking on the street and I say, all the bottles, everything, and I say, where are the kids? We need the kids back. They can clean the street.
They will do it again. They usually do it in the spring.
But I just tell you, we need it back.
Okay.
We need that back.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
All right, that's why I wanted to tell you about that too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But I want to tell you guys, I'm happy we're all back, and I want to tell you, I want to work with you guys, and I want to tell you what I think about the town is what I want to get done, what I think we need done. You know what I mean? I want to be on your side and help you out. I'm just trying to tell you what things that really need to be looked at, because this way you know. And I got no news about Liz Morgan. One charge has dropped. So now it's only one charge left that she has to be, maybe she may pay back soon than later.
She's gonna beat that charge too, Kenny.
Huh?
She's gonna beat that charge too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But right now they said they didn't beat it yet.
It's nothing today.
But in Florida it is.
Oh, Florida still?
I
That's
heard
right, it's
about
not
it.
national.
It's on YouTube a lot. All right.
All right, Ken, we do appreciate you keeping the eyes on the
But I
town.
just want to tell you, I'm watching the town, and watching everything going on. And I'm still working. I just wanted to tell you that I'm doing my best. And I just see things in front of me, and I see, hey, Mayor, another thing to ask you. When you have a meeting with the fire department, do they need to really park in front of my house?
I don't think they did it on purpose, Kenny.
I mean, that's how I know there's a meeting, because I see them every time in the park in front of my house.
Well, you know what? We'll make a note of that, and we'll make sure they don't do that again.
No, it's okay.
All right.
I'm just telling you that.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else care to speak?
Mayor, Tanisha again. I'm gonna start saying that. It's me again. Just a quick update, our aftercare program is closed tomorrow. The recreation building is closing early, and there are no recreation games as well.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that info. Anyone else? No one else? Then I will close the public portion. And before I call for a motion to adjourn, because there is no executive, am I correct with that? Artie, no executive, right? Chief, and no, okay. I understand there's somebody who was born on this day a little while back. I don't know how many years. No, not on the dais. No, they're all looking around saying, what it's, but our good friend and resident and buddy, Pete Pellegrin. Pete, you care to tell us how old you are? I identify as 39. 39. Thank you, Pete. Enjoy your day, and we're blessed to have you. So it was a good thing he did bringing you here in Talmadge Park. All right. Any other comments or requests, or we're done? Okay. Motion to go to adjourn. So moved. All in favor? Good night, ladies and gentlemen.